Hello guys, we have arrived in Flores in Labuan Bajo and we are staying at the beautiful Siesta hostel. Make sure you book this hostel in advance if you know you'll be ending here or starting here with your Komodo boat tour, because it does sell out like quite a bit in advance. So if you know you want to come here, book it ahead. The hostel is really great, has amazing facilities, great staff, and is overall just the place to be in Labuan Bajo. Good morning guys! This morning we are off to Manta Rhei, which is the dive center that we are going to do our dives with here in the Komodo National Park. We have just checked in at the dive center and now we are off to the harbor to board our boat, and the first stop we will do today is a turtle point, so a place turtles love to hang out. The second one should be one of the manta points. I am so excited. This is my main goal, probably of the whole trip, is to see the Manta Rhei. And then the final one will be lots of beautiful corals. Let's see. Hopefully we do get to see mantas, because I'll be devastated if we don't. On the boat, we were welcomed with a fresh, delicious breakfast and a warm cup of coffee as we made our way to the first dive site. After our briefing, we got suited up and were ready to descend. On the first dive, we didn't end up seeing any turtles, unfortunately. However, we saw plenty of other cool stuff. Lots of fish, the general ones like pufferfish, clownfish, surgeonfish, angelfish, parrotfish, triggerfish, and we even got treated to these sweet lips. Of this, I got to see my very first nudie broncs. Satisfied from our first dive, we got some snacks as we made our way to the next dive site, Manta Point. After a quick briefing, we descended again, and since I tend to be very unlucky when it comes to seeing animals, I decided I wouldn't get too caught up and still enjoy the corals and smaller fishies as well. And then, the first Manta Rhei passed us by and I thought, that's it. That was my manta encounter. Until I looked to my left and one came right at me. My partner and the instructor were just ahead of me, and they hadn't even seen it yet. So I impatiently waited for Manu to realize that a manta was sneaking up on him, accompanied by a jack. Ah, there we go. So after that magical encounter, I went back to appreciating the little things, until I spotted a black tip reef shark in the distance as well. Then we saw a huge moray eel that was very much on the hunt. We finally found the manta cleaning station. Our instructor motioned to me to take a seat for one of the best moments of my life. As I blew out the last bubbles in my lungs to stay as close to the bottom as possible, the manta ray swam over me, showing me its unique spots pattern from very up close. And it wasn't done yet, because they kept coming from every direction. We even got blessed with this black Manta Rhei. We also saw these unicorn fish nearby, and then we finished one of the best
dives in the world. Back on board, the crew had been preparing us an amazing lunch. And as we sat on the top deck, still trying to comprehend what we had just experienced, I spotted dolphins in the water. Our third and final dive of the day was along a corally wall with a pretty strong current. So strong that I struggled to take in everything I was seeing. In a flash, I saw a reef shark swim away. Eventually, we got to see what we were promised before. Not one, not two, but 3 turtles. It was so worth it. Back on board, we had some Belgian waffles as we identified everything we had seen on the way back to Labuan Bajo. Here, we watched the sunset from our hostel rooftop with a celebratory happy hour cocktail. In the evening, we checked out the fish market where we bought a fresh fruit juice and we tried some Indonesian dishes at Mandalika Corner. Batik Air then teleported us back to Bali where we continued our adventure. They even served us snacks on a 1-hour flight.
Okay, wow, those dives were amazing. I think that was one of the best days of my life, and I will need some time to recover from what we saw because those Manta Rhei, oh my goodness, we were blessed by the Manta Rhei. They went straight over us. They just were so unbothered by our presence, thank God. But yeah, we saw so much. Obviously on the first dive we did not get to see the turtles, but we did see 3 of them on the last dive. The last dive, the current was so strong that we were going so fast along the coral wall, and I just didn't have time to properly look, and I was kind of in a stress because it was all going by so fast. I'm so glad with the nudie branches that we saw on the first dive. We saw a black tip reef shark, a white tip reef shark, huge moray eels. The staff of this company that we went with, Manta Rhei, it is a Belgian-run company, and I learned about it from Laura, who I dove with in the Red Sea in Egypt. If you remember, this company was just incredible. The organization was amazing, food was great, so many snacks, even some Belgian waffles. The lounging area for in-between dives was just really great. The staff really took care of us. They even helped us take off our weights and fins whilst we were coming back up. They helped us get everything ready. It was really one of the best diving organizations I've ever dove with. So I can highly recommend doing scuba diving in Komodo National Park, especially with them, and I can only hope you get to see as much as we did and get to enjoy it as much as we did. Anyway guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow we are flying back from Komodo National Park to Bali and we'll be going to the Gillies first. So I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!